Now to an I-Team exclusive tonight. We're getting a look at shocking video of an Access-a-Ride driver beating up his own disabled passenger. And what might be more shocking, the victim says she's not been able to press charges. As News 4's Chris Glorioso reports, the MTA has ordered the driver terminated, but he could still be on the road.
I thought I was going to die that day.
Brooklyn's Keisha Jones says she cannot shake the memory of a sidewalk beating that was caught on camera.
I saw the devil in that man. Once he got started, he couldn't stop.
She's a stroke victim who has trouble using her hand, and she uses Access-a-Ride, the MTA's paratransit service, to get around. You may know Access-a-Ride by its signature white and blue minibuses, but more than 2/3 of the trips are now contracted out with smaller broker car services. Back on November 1st, Keisha says she booked an Access-a-Ride trip with one of those brokers, a 3:30 pickup. But just minutes into the trip, she and the driver began arguing.
But he's on the phone and he's like, shut up, shut up, shut up. So I said, no, you shut up. I probably shouldn't have said that. But that was my reflex.
Keisha thought the angry exchange was over when she got out of the van. But this video, provided by her attorney, shows the driver wasn't done. He gets out of the vehicle, approaches her, and starts kicking and grappling with the disabled passenger. The I-Team asked the head of Access-a-Ride.
Do you think this driver should be arrested? I can't speak for the law on this case here. I was horrified at what I saw. And that is not customer service. That is the opposite of customer service.
Chris Pangilinan is the MTA's VP of Paratransit. He said the MTA knows the driver's identity and ordered him terminated from the broker service that dispatched him. But Keisha says more than a month after the attack, she was still in the dark about the driver's identity.
This man plundered me, kept kicking me like a dog.
The driver's face is blurry in the video, and when Keisha went to the NYPD, she says she was unable to pick him out of a lineup. But she expected the driver's information would have been stored on her Access-a-Ride app. It wasn't. Instead, it says no vehicle information available.
Basic technology, a GPS, knowing who your driver is.
Nicholas Liakis is Keisha's attorney. He says the MTA should follow the lead of other rideshare apps and keep records right on your phone.
Everything is tracked at this point. You order an Uber, you order a rideshare, you order a dinner. It's tracked. What the car looks like. You know what the driver looks like in many circumstances. You have a photo.
The MTA says trip details like GPS routes, driver names, and vehicle descriptions are available in real time, but they're not stored within the app's trip history. Upon request, the MTA provides that information to customers, but so far, Keisha has been unable to get it. This isn't the first time the MTA has been criticized for lax monitoring of Access-a-Ride drivers, especially private brokers. 7 years ago, the city comptroller released this audit, finding the MTA's paratransit division failed to enforce its own contract requirement that broker cars be equipped with GPS.
The brokers are a tremendous benefit. They're smaller vehicles. For some people, they blend in with the rest of the vehicles, right? So it doesn't look like a big bus dropping you off.
The MTA says all broker vehicles are now equipped with GPS, and Keisha has now requested the driver information she needs to press charges. But it's now been a month since this attack.
It's clearly he'll do it again.
And Keisha wonders if the driver who assaulted her may still be behind the wheel. Though he was fired from Access-a-Ride, he may still be transporting passengers using his regular TLC license. The NYPD says the case is still open.
They need to get this man off the road because he's enraged.
Keisha Jones just filed a notice. She intends to sue the MTA for what she says is a failure to monitor Access-a-Ride dispatchers and broker drivers. The MTA declined to comment on that legal action. Our interview with the head of Access-a-Ride took place before the legal claim was filed. Chris Glorioso, News 4 New York.
So y'all just heard that news clip right there, and I have to echo something that was posted in my Discord where I first came across this article. Where's the Daniel Penny to come in to swoop in and save the day in this situation? You know, he came in and was trying to be a hero with Jordan Neely back in May. Where was the so-called Daniel Pennies or the like to come and swoop in and save this woman? Now, of course, you know, this was a news clip, so I couldn't show you the actual video, but they actually had the actual surveillance footage of this man literally running up on this woman and viciously attacking her. So y'all could only go by the imagery that you saw in the pictures. Like, he literally ran up, like literally from behind, kind of like ambushed her style, and to the point where she had no chance to really react, and literally started hitting her and kicking her and all types of stuff. The only thing I didn't see him do was throw her to the ground, and she was able to like run away. But then she had came back to like confront him some more, and I think somebody else was there, and then he ran off. Now, like I said, this guy is a transit type of person. Where I'm at, we call it Metro Access, which basically is a person that drives a van or sometimes a car to transport people who are handicapped from one place to another. Think of it like as an Uber or a Lyft for people who are handicapped, who may not be in a position to drive or should not be driving, to get them from one place to another. So I guess this Access a Ride is basically the New York version of that. But he came up from her and just literally started attacking her for no reason. And they said she's a stroke victim, and he didn't even care. He just came in and just started attacking this woman for whatever reason. But the thing that pissed me off about this whole situation was when they asked that man, who I guess is over this Access a Ride or someone who's part of it, should there be charges that should be pressed against this dude, and he basically said something along the lines of he doesn't know yet. What do you mean you don't know? One of the people that work for you literally came up and attacked one of your customers viciously, and you're saying you don't know if there should be charges to be filed and to leave it in the hands of the police? Well, we see how much that has not done, because they said it's been a month and nothing has happened. This happened a month ago. I'm recording this video on December 9th, 2023. And this woman is still getting the runaround. And I'm not shocked, because the obvious is true. It's a black woman. And the person who attacked her, definitely, I don't know if he's PC or south of the border or whatever, but I could tell by that skin tone and that skin complexion, he's one of the two. They said they don't have a name. She couldn't pick him out in a lineup because the imagery was grainy, and she didn't see who it was because she was blindsided through the attack, so she didn't get a good chance to see who assaulted her, even though the person's face was uncovered. It's not like he was wearing a mask or anything like that to hide his face, but still, because she was pretty much ambushed and attacked blindly, she wouldn't have known who it was. All she just saw was fists fly and kicks being thrown. And they're gonna sit up there and say, oh, I don't know if charges should be filed. They should be. This is textbook physical assault. And this woman is not really getting the help that she needs. She has an attorney, thankfully, but it's only so much her attorney's going to be able to do if the people that's supposed to be handling this situation on the other side doesn't cooperate. It's only so much that the attorney's going to be able to do. They're basically allowing this person to just walk around. They said that, okay, we can terminate him, but the thing is, they say he still holds his license in order to drive that type of vehicle, which means if he's not working for that company, he can go work for another company under the same not the same brand, but under the same, I guess you can say, kind of job description, the job avenue rather, just under a different company, and still work, because he hasn't been charged with anything, he has not been arrested, and he hasn't been fired, as far as I know. And if they did terminate him and I missed it, forgive me. But he hasn't been charged, and he has not been arrested. He's still floating around out there, and they're allowing someone who just randomly just came up and attacked this woman who suffered a stroke right there on the sidewalk. For what? We don't know what his motive was, but at this point, and after I saw that little bit of footage that I did see, I don't need to know what the motive was for him to do it. The guy's a scumbag. He's a jackass. He's a bitch to go up there and attack this woman the way that he did. I mean, he was striking her like she was a man. Came up there, threw her up against the truck, started kicking her and hitting her, and then ran off. And the fact of the matter is, again, is that he ran back to attack her. And to my knowledge, I think they said it in the video that he already began attacking her, I guess, on the vehicle that he was driving. But then when she got away, he parked the vehicle somewhere, just stopped it somewhere, got out of the truck and ran over and began to attack her some more. And you sit up there and say with a straight face, when they ask should there be charges filed, oh, I don't know, is your response. Get him up out of there. The person who's over this, get him up out of there too, because that means you're complicit. You don't know if charges should be filed. This literally would be an Operation Protect the White Boy if I could find out who this person's name and identity is. Hopefully by the time I get this video up there, we'll know exactly who it is and I can throw the update in here somehow, some way. But this is absolutely ridiculous. If y'all live in the state of New York, let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, because I really want to hear what y'all have to say about this.